Alright, so I'm here with Shawn. Shawn, how old are you?
30.
30?
Yes.
Are you originally from Phoenix?
Born and raised.
Are you homeless right now?
Yes.
How did you end up homeless?
I became homeless when I was 18 in 2008. It's been off and on for about almost 10 years plus. I've been struggling with family. Lost my brother 3 years ago to suicide. Prior to that, I was actually clean and sober off drugs and all other substances for about 3 years. And then, since when I got the news about my brother, I just been spiraling down, and I haven't been able to recover since.
So, do you have any substance abuse problems right now?
I do.
What do you mess with?
I mess with meth.
And that's it?
Yeah.
No blues?
No.
How long have you been messing with the meth?
Since I was about 18 or 19. So basically, that was the root of my homelessness.
So about 12 years now?
Yeah.
Do you think that's part of the reason why you're homeless right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember who introduced you to the G?
I do. It was a long time ago. It's a vague memory, but he's an old friend of mine, or someone I thought was my friend, who turned out to betray me, turn her back on me, stab me in the back. He lied to me. He even really squashed my reputation with my friends and family, because I used to go to started a youth group in 2008 at 1 in 10. It's for LGBT, so that people could actually, get support from others who are like them or like us, so that we don't have to be afraid. A lot of my friends from that group have actually lost their trust in me because he was actually trafficking a lot of them to drugs. And I was actually questioned about it. And I had to make the hard decision to basically, report him.
So do you still have family out here in Phoenix?
Hardly. I do, yes. When my brother died, I actually broke the news to my mother, and unfortunately, she's been missing for 3 years. So I've attempted to reach out to a PI, private investigator, who is requesting $1,500 to help me find her. So that's been basically my main priority right now is finding her, or at least making sure she's okay.
I have a lot of followers that watch my videos and a lot of subscribers. If you want, you can say your mom's name on here. That's up to you, though.
My mother, Buffy Ingram. She was 4th of July baby, born 4th of July. She's really absent for the majority of my life, but I forgive her because it wasn't her fault. And I know she could have done. I know she wanted to do better for me. So, and matter of fact, with my birthday coming up, that's actually another reason I want to find her, because she never got a chance to celebrate with me. So she was never there at my birthdays at all. Maybe for my first birthday, that's it.
So, as a kid, who did you grow up with?
For the 15 years of my childhood, I grew up in foster care.
Okay.
I went from group home to foster parents, back to group homes, and it was just a whole mess. So I have vague memory of my childhood. Sometimes when I share my history, I feel like I'm fibbing or telling a lie.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's actually true. So I get mixed stories from my family. They don't want to tell me the full story about what happened. Some say that I was found face down in the pool. And some say that my mom and I just get like really mixed stories, and like it's never the same story. So that's been another struggle for me is like, family is like not reliable. They don't want to tell me my history. Every time I ask them about my heritage, I can't even find that out. I don't know my nationality. So I mean, I know I'm like 80% Irish is what I found out from my mother. So, but other than that, I don't know anything about myself.
And what about your dad? Did you ever get to meet your?
I got to meet my father. He was at the bar most of my life, but actually all my life. The only time he really, paid attention to me was like, coming in the house, because he stayed in a trailer in the backyard, and the only time he ever came in I ever saw him was when he came in the house, or for dinner, or to get something to eat, or he came home from work. I never really got any boundary time with him, so. But yeah, I remember some activities with him, so.
And how many siblings do you have?
Oh, remaining I have one. I originally started out with 3. Or 2, sorry. So in total it was 3 of us. It was my oldest, and me, and my youngest. The youngest, yeah. The youngest actually committed suicide 3 years ago by hanging. He was 20 years old. And my aunt on my mom's side, and everyone on her side, is actually blaming me for his suicide. Telling me it's my fault because I was never there for him, that if I was there for him, he would still be alive. Basically pointing the finger at me, which also kind of hinders my recovery. So it's like my family wants me to get sober, but where's their support? So.
Did your brother have a substance abuse problem as well?
The only thing I know he was struggling with was Xanax. Because on his Facebook, the day before he did it, he posted on his Facebook. He said, "This is and my brother's name is Jerome Johnson. I just want people to know that I would never forget him. That he's always in my mind. I was always thinking about him." But he posted on his Facebook. He said, "I've been cleaning off Xanax for 2 months. I'm not looking back." Next day, he's gone. So I got the news from my older brother because I was in Lake Pleasant. I was up at Lake Pleasant, and I got the news because I was asking my older brother to help me get back to Phoenix because I was, in a bad situation. And all of a sudden, he responds with saying that Jake's dead, which is another name my brother goes by. I responded by saying, "You got to be fucking kidding me." He's like, "I don't kid about that." I immediately dropped to my knees. Because the last words my younger brother said to me was I was dead to him. And those words I would never be able to let go of. Because they'll always be on my mind. So for the past 3 years, that's what I've been struggling with my brother. With failed effort for getting support from my caseworkers at Lifeful Oak SMI clinic, who was actually supposed to be there for support. Which I also want to bring attention to that as well. The fact that they are failing to actually support their clients and also help them get off the streets. I've asked them numerous times to get me off the streets, get me grief counseling, give me help. They won't do it. They say there's no options for me. So, but when I talk to my friends and everyone, they're like, we have a housing agency that we're in that my caseworkers never even mentioned to me about. Where's this housing agency that they're in? What is it? How do I get in it? I asked my caseworker. They won't tell me. About maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I was actually in Home Inc., the voucher program, I got evicted from the program and was informed by them that I was eligible to get back into the program within a year, after a year. I attempted to get that started with my caseworker, but she refused to even make any attempts to do it. So basically, all the effort to get me off the streets is all on my part. My caseworker's not doing anything, which defeats the purpose of them even being there. So I just want that bring that to everybody's attention as well. Lifeboat is not a place that helps people. They're more to shun people. They degrade people. They even called the police on me because I demanded housing and respect. And the police officers even sided with them. So in that account, the police officers are also at fault. They're not here to serve and protect. They're there to hinge. I mean, some are good, but some, like majority of them, they're not there for us. They're there for their paycheck. That's all they want.
And how do they treat you out here being homeless? The police.
I've only had like maybe running with them like maybe once or twice. Recently, I was at a QT, and I had a foil from when I had a burrito, and I threw it in the trash in the bathroom at QT, and the cop started profiling me, thinking I was doing blues. He even followed me outside. He's like, "You don't need that tray." Basically accusing me and making me, like basically saying I'm a pill addict. I'm not. I never even touched a pill. Especially after my brother's Xanax addiction. So I felt very disrespected and very degraded by the Phoenix Police Department. They're disrespectful. They have no consideration for anyone. I've been out here in the hot sun, like for several years, and anytime I try to like I went to another 7-Eleven on 48th Street in McDowell, I was denied water during the heat, and the cops sided with them and trespassed me from the property. So if they're really there to serve and protect, then why couldn't I get water?
And Shawn, what do you do out here to survive?
Aside from pulling these signs out here, I rely on friends. Well, friends I make out here are basically my family. And if not, when I'm not relying on that, I rely on my SSI, which is usually gone within 2 days, because it's not enough. The cost of living here is it's not enough. And with COVID going around, and they actually just passed the whole stimulus check recently. Yeah. I don't have a bank account, so I don't know how I'm going to get that. So.
Now that we're on the subject of COVID, how many people have you seen die of?
Me personally, I have not seen anyone, but as far as for the basically from the time it started, there's like too many people have died.
Yeah. Anyone out here in the homeless community?
Not that I know of. Okay. I know it hit the homeless human services campus pretty hard, which is also another reason why I try to avoid that area. Yeah. That's another thing, and like even with that being in effect or happening around in the city, my caseworker keeps insisting that I go to CAS. I don't want to get COVID. I don't want to get sick. They know it's been infected, so they're trying to send me into a dangerous area. Where's their support? How are they keeping me safe? They're not keeping me safe. Because they were keeping me safe, I wouldn't be out here in the streets.
All right, Shawn, do you have any social media where they could
I do.
reach out to you?
I do, however, my phone recently broke, and I haven't been able to replace it because my issue with money and stuff like that. basically, but yes, I do have a Facebook. I'm actually reestablishing it because I got locked out of all my accounts. I had to reestablish my Facebook, my Gmail. I even have a freaking. I've been pursuing my career, my dream in music. I even have a artist account on The Voice, and also on America's Got Talent, which both have actually auditioned for.
Where can we find you?
Facebook, you can look me up by Shawn Walker, or by looking up my email, which is walker009@gmail.com, or Shawn Walker, and they can find me easily on there.
All right, Shawn, thank you for the interview. I really do appreciate it. If you have any younger viewers that are thinking about trying G, what kind of advice would you give them?
I don't want to, tell them what to do or whatever, or, tell them how to live their life, but it's like, try to avoid it as much as you can.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's just going to lead you down a dark path, like it did me. I regret even starting on it, but I mean, yes, I struggle with it. I want to get off it, but until I can really face my grief and other challenges right now with my brother and everything, it's going to be kind of almost close to impossible. So, and don't let anyone tell you that. I was telling them, don't let anyone tell you you can't do it. Don't let anyone tell you that you're nothing, because you are something. Because in the eyes of God, you're perfect. So.
All right, Shawn. Thank you for the interview.
Yep.